Guys, Andre Dede Ayew in an interview with BBC was asked about his retirement, and his answer shocked a lot of people. We are going to talk about that interview because he said a lot of things in there. We are going to discuss that. We're also going to talk about what Bournemouth coach had to say about Antoine Semenyo's form, and also talk about David Oduro, the young chap that left Ghana here to play for Barcelona Team B. Today, he featured for them in the UEFA Youth League. We are going to discuss his performance live here. But before we jump into it, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. My name is Adam. You're watching SportsCornerGH. Quickly, let's jump into it. Now, I want to begin with the interview. Now, Andre Morgan Rami Ayew held an interview with BBC, and he spoke to a writer there called Oluwashina. Now, he was asked a lot of questions, and I just want to focus on three things he said in that particular interview. Now, he was asked his secret to his longevity. Andre Dede Ayew is 35 years of age. He has been playing football professionally for 17 years. Now, when he was asked the question about what drives his longevity, this is what he said in response. He says that it makes you feel good. There are a lot of sacrifices made to continue staying at the top level for all this while. As you are growing older, you need to train more. It's even harder to stop yourself from eating certain foods. Then finally, he added that we Africans especially like to eat good food, but at some point, you have to make a lot of sacrifices. This is coming from Andre Dede Ayew, 35 years of age. He says, as of now, he's letting go of certain foods so that he can stay fit. We Africans, trust me, even 60-year-old wants a lot of meat in their food. And Andre Dede Ayew is telling you that, see, the truth of the matter is to stay fit as he is, when you are growing old, you need to let go of the food. I can remember my uncle who is like 65-year-old, he was eating ice cream like regularly. I was telling him, then he decided to tell me a proverb that what a young man is seeing sitting down, an old man, I mean, you know the proverb. I'm like, I'm telling you not to eat ice cream to you. I'm giving you a proverb that what a young man sees when he's standing, an old man, hey, uncle, I know you watch this video. It's not coming from me this time around. It's coming from your favorite player, Andre Dede Ayew. I did not say this. Now, he was also asked about what happens on social media. You know, Andre Dede Ayew is one of those Black Star players that gets a lot of passion on social media. World Cup, qualifiers, AFCON, it's always Andre Dede Ayew. Always getting passion on social media. So he was asked, how do you deal with it? It's like, it doesn't even shake you. You are too strong. How do you deal with social media comments and critique and trolls? And this was his response to that. He says that everything has a good and bad side. So sometimes try to understand where the criticism is coming from. It can help you. We play football for the people, especially in our country and continent, where we love the game so much. But today, if somebody is frustrated, they can just write anything online. That is where we need to be strong and not pay attention to those sort of things. You want to make the people happy, but when it's just nonsense talk, push it away. This is coming from Andre Dede Ayew. Those of you who go on social media, Andre Dede Ayew, small mistake. Then go on social media, you start. No, Andre Dede Ayew says he understands where it's coming from. But then when it becomes nonsense talk, you are talking about things that do not make sense. It's not based on his performance, but then you are attacking his personality. Then they just have to look away. And this one is not an advice to even the players currently. It's an advice to younger players coming up. If you're a player, trust me, you always get the stick from fans. Today you play good, the fans will be hailing you, hey, champion player, champion player. If you like play bad the next day, they'll hail you as the worst player on the pitch. And you need to be strong. Some players, they are not strong. So when people start telling them on social media, they'll go into their rooms and they'll be crying. I mean, it happens. And Andre Dede Ayew is telling you that he see us, he has seen it. Stover has a song. I see many pass this one, but he has seen it, has seen it, has seen it. And he's saying that sometimes when it's just nonsense talk, it is people who are frustrated who come on social media to come and talk about those things. But if it is about the game, he's okay with it. Criticize his game. As simple as that. Let's move away from that and talk about what he said concerning his retirement. Now, a lot of you have been asking, have been questioning, have been inquiring, and also have been curious to know when Andre Dede Ayew would be retiring. The thing is, the player says he does not want to retire. What do you have to say about that? Now, this is what he said in the interview. I want to read it very, very quickly. He says that I love what I'm doing. I'm not ready to stop. Hey, Methuselah, 100 the day are you the Methuselah? You want to play football at 100 years? We beg you. You see, when it reaches some time, you have to tell yourself the body is tired. But then the player says, I love what I'm doing. I'm not ready to stop. Now, he did not end there. He said something that really interests me. And then I want to just, touch on that very, very quickly. This is what he said. He says that, how long do you want to stay in the game? That is the question you need to answer for yourself. Good players around you help. And as time goes on, you get smarter. You find spaces where maybe in the past you wouldn't because you can smell it. You can smell all the chances in the game. That is what Andre Didier is saying. He said when you grow older, when you know what it is, you ask yourself, how long do you want to stay in the game? If it's 40, you retire. If it's 50, you retire. But then as you play and you have good players around you, sometimes you just become smarter because you have seen it several times. So when you smell the chances, sharp, you are there, you score. Simple. So guys, this is what the interview was all about. His longevity, social media tools, and also his retirement. I hope you grasp what he's talking about in that particular interview. Let me know your thoughts about it down below in the comments. Now, let's move away from that and check what Bournemouth coach Andoni had to say about Antoine Semenyo. The player is on great form this season, 9 goals, 4 assists across all competition. And this is what the coach said. I'm going to read it out very quickly. He says that, and I read, he says that Antoine Semenyo is in a lovely moment. He is full of confidence and his finishing with both legs even today was so good. Now, in that game, he did an over-the-line clearance. And that was what the coach was talking about, that defensively, Antoine Semenyo was also excellent. Then he added that I think he's associating very well with Kekes in that left side. I am happy. I know we'll continue to try and keep him there. Now, the last sentence from the coach should tell you that there are a lot of teams approaching Semenyo because he says that I know we would try to keep him there, to keep him in the club. Semenyo is so good this season for Bournemouth, and the coach himself wants to keep the player. But then, looking at his form, the likes of Arsenal themselves, they did a mistake not signing Semenyo because now Kai Havertz is even injured and out for the rest of the season. Who go play the forward line? Like they signed Semenyo, no issue. But then, right now, this is what the coach is saying about Semenyo, and I want you guys to tell me your thoughts about Semenyo's performance this season. Currently, to me, he comes above all Ghanaian players who play in Ayew because he's playing so good, so well, week in, week out. He's very consistent with his performance, doing so well, and I'm happy for the player. Now, let's move away from Semenyo and talk about David Oduro. Now, David Oduro left Ghana here. He was playing in the Ghana Premier League, left here, went to Barcelona. We were all happy about the move. He played some few games, but it got to a time he wasn't playing again. So people had forgotten about the player. If it's some people who still remember the player, 1 or 2, were asking, where is this player? Why is he not playing? Is he injured? But that was not the case. Apparently, it was as if another player took his position. He was not really playing to the expectation of the coaches. But then today, they featured in the UEFA Youth League playoffs. They played against Dinamo Zagreb, and he started in that game. In fact, I watched that game and I was excited with the way he played. He played as a left back and created a lot of chances. Now, he only played the first 45 minutes because the second half, he was substituted. And he was rated 7.1 by Flasco, which is very interesting because in that game, he was so good with his runs. I mean, this player is so smart. And I feel like in the future, we have a very good player on our hands. David Oduro is a very good and excellent player, and I believe that he needs to stay focused. We need to see him play more games with the Barcelona team, the junior team, because you see, it pains me a lot when players like this are not given the opportunity. They go to teams like this, you see them that they get loaned to some teams and then their career ends. But I like the fact that today he started the game and played very well. Sometimes you need to prepare for your opportunity. When preparation means opportunity, trust me, there will be success. And guys, this is the story of David Oduro, who featured today for Barcelona Team B, the under-19 against Dinamo Zagreb. So guys, let me know your thoughts about him down below in the comments. I'll make sure to bring you updates from the other player who is also at Barcelona Team B. He's also not playing. He was not even on the bench. Now, let's move away from that and talk about this foreign-born player who is a Ghanaian. He plays for the United States men national team. His name is called Patrick Agyemang. He plays for Charlotte FC. Now, he was born to Ghanaian parents in the United States of America. And in the MLS season last season, he scored 10 goals, given 3 assists. And after his wonderful performance, he earned a call-up to the United States men national team. Now, in his debut game, he scored a goal against Venezuela. And now the player was asked, he was asked about what inspires him, which player inspires him a lot to keep playing like this. And he says that it is Asamoah the baby jet. Yes, and he does not end there. He talked about his talent and also talked about Asamoah's goal celebration. Now, I want to read to you exactly what the player told Flash Score. So this is what the player said, and I read. He says that when it comes to the joy of the game, flair and talent, Asamoah, he's right there, because every game he scores a goal. You don't know what celebration he's going to do, but then it's going to be some dance. I love that because you don't see that much in the game anymore. Then he also added that I think people miss him because of how he engaged everyone. People still do his goal celebration, even including me. If you know Asamoah the baby just very much, his goal celebration is very iconic. That goal celebration. It's a very nice dance. He has different ones. Hey, Asamoah has different goal celebrations, but the popular one is the one that you be doing there. I got you. Yeah, so that goal celebration, that is what the player is saying, that see, him as a player, that is the kind of joy he wants. When he was a kid growing up, that was what he was watching. That anytime Asamoah scores a goal, he wants to see the goal celebration. It's like when Mohamed Kudus scores, we want to see what he will do. Whether he's going to pull out plastic chair, whether he's going to pull out gym, very soon, or if we're not chair, the guy, if you pull him out, hey, he understands. So that is what the guy is saying, that see, as for him, growing up, he watched Asamoah. He scores in almost every game. But then the kind of joy he gives you in the game when he scores the goal is the goal celebration. We are all waiting for it, because definitely you know he'll be giving you the dance and things. So guys, this is what is coming from Patrick Agyemang. I'm just sad that he went the way of USA. I would have wished that he comes to Ghana, but then the team will say that is a problem. So we can't get players like this. So they'll decide to go somewhere else. I don't have a problem with it, because me and Kasa, I know that when he comes, he will not get some to play. That's the annoying thing. But then it's good that he has made his decision. We wish him nothing but the best. But as long as he talked about our legend, Asamoah, we have to talk about it. Now, I'm very happy that Asamoah is getting all these accolades. He's a master of the game, legend. We respect him. Asamoah, Charlie, cool down. Don't worry. The video he did in January, we all saw it. Don't cry. Cool down. So guys, this is coming from Patrick Agyemang, expressing, his admiration for Asamoah. And this is where we end today's video. Let me know your thoughts about what we discussed in today's video. Andre Dide, Ayew, David Oduro, Antoine, Semenyo, and also what Patrick Agyemang had to say about Asamoah the baby jet. Yes, Asamoah the baby jet. So guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. I'll make sure to see you in the next one. Charlie, we go vibe.